welcome back to this Team Lotus F1 Manager series, and we are arriving in Monza in 4 days' time. So a very quick turnaround from last time out in Zandvoort, and if you haven't checked that one out, please do so. It was a really good race, lots of incidents, and spoiler incoming, Daniel Ricciardo from the pit lane went on to win the race. What a victory that was for us. And now at round 16, what have we got? 9 races to go, and we looked at the analysis last time out. Doesn't look like the AAI are updating their cars either, and they're focusing on 2026. So we may well be able to have a championship battle here in 2025. Looked very unlikely, but how the season is going, that might certainly be the case. But if you're not already, you enjoy the content, please do subscribe to the channel. Do like the video. The likes really help me out. If we can try get this one again to 15 likes, I would be really appreciative of that. And do get involved down below in the comments. But as I said there, looking potentially at a championship battle, because look at this now. We took 6 points again off Mercedes, so we are now, what, 88 points behind them here? Yeah, 88 points behind them, so there's potential. I think it's still going to be difficult because Mercedes have got the best car. Looks like McLaren are edging closer as well, but I do think we'll probably finish at least third now in this championship, which is a brilliant result for us. Drivers' Championship. There we go. Look at that. Danny Rick took 7 off Bottas. So his gap is now reduced to, what's that, 69 points? Yeah, 69 points. So it's a little bit like the Lando and Max battle. We had that kind of gap in real F1. So it's going to be difficult. But if Bottas has another retirement or he has a poor race, then we may well be in for a championship battle with Daniel Ricciardo. So let's wait and see on that one. Liam Lawson remaining in 5th. He's in amongst quite a few. So he could really finish anywhere between, I'd say, 3rd down to perhaps 9th, although that would be, yeah, potentially 9th if the Ferraris get some pace about them. So, yeah, we'll see on that. But we've got 4 days till Monza. Probably not going to be too much to do off track. And the first thing is the tension between Liam Lawson and GP has not improved at all. So that's not good. Well, look at this. Danny Rick has improved. He might be becoming an old man, but he's still going up in stats. His cornering's gone from 78 to 79, so that's a nice little surprise for him. Still remaining 81, but that might deter his decline a little bit this season. We were thinking he might drop to 80 across the course of this season, but he's still hanging in there at 81 overall. Liam Lawson went up to 81 this season, so they are matched, but Daniel Ricciardo's stats that are higher makes him a little bit better on the racetrack at the moment. And money-wise, we've got nearly 14 million, so we can make decisions on drivers even though if they're in contracts. So we have got to make a decision probably in a few races' time on what to do. Daniel Ricciardo's contract does come to an end. He's got 4 months left. He's 36 years old. He's having a great season. Do we really get rid of him? That's a decision we've got to make. And what about Liam Lawson? Has he done enough this year to keep that seat? He's got 2 years left. Has he done enough to remain in that seat? Let me know in the comments what you think. Should we retain both Daniel Ricciardo, Liam Lawson? Should we retain one of them? And if not, who should we go after? Okay, so sponsor plan for this month. We have achieved the target, 2.1 million from those engagement activities. Don't know if there was any mandatory. There was not. Again, that's put us up to nearly 16 million. So it's going really well on that front. Have we got any development slots left? No, we've got side pods and suspension finishing in 2 days' time. And we're starting Grand Prix in Monza now. All right, race targets, same as always. 10th for Danny Rick, 9th for Liam Lawson. Let's get into Monza and begin practice.
Green, fuck is green.
Underway then in Monza. Let's get these setups where we need them and give us the best chance of hopefully going for pole in qualifying. So practice complete, but the issue we've got is we've got this penalty for Daniel Ricciardo, so I think, unfortunately, we've got a glitch. We had this last year for a few races with Lewis and Max Verstappen, and unfortunately, it looks like Ricciardo's got it now. We had it for the last couple of races, and, well, the first race, it was because we changed the parts. Last race, we weren't sure why we got it. We thought we might have missed something, or it might have been a glitch. This confirms it definitely is a glitch bug, slash bug, because yeah, there's no reason we'll shove a penalty. So that is very annoying. It's going to ruin these last few races. I'll try in the background to see if I can do anything to resolve it, but it's unlikely. So we've just got to hope it clears. But yeah, that's unfortunate, really. But in terms of practice, perfect for Liam Lawson. 100% on track acclimatization, 100% on car parts knowledge, 100% on setup satisfaction, 100% on driver preparation. So he's perfectly set up for qualifying. Danny Rick, we got car parts knowledge and setup satisfaction is at 100%. Didn't give him enough track time though, because his setup took a little bit longer, so he's at 84%. Again, I think this is broken unless they've changed how this is calculated. But yeah, still set up pretty well as we head into qualifying next. Here we go then, out for qualifying in Monza. As always, we'll fast forward through this one. Bank a lap, that will hopefully be enough. Major concern always is if any traffic pops out of the pit, but it doesn't look like anyone is, so we're going to get nice clean laps. This should hopefully be very straightforward for our drivers. And a good lap from Lawson, 4 attempts up, but we'll forward on till the final few minutes of this session. 2 minutes of the session to go. We're not going to go back out. Lawson very comfortable. Ricciardo should be as well. Verstappen currently in the drop zone, but he's on an out lap, so he should get out of there, we would imagine, as checkered flag falls. And we are very much through. And Verstappen does get himself up to a P2. Okay, as always, we're going to go out in this Q2 session on the tyres we just used there in Q1. So a scrub set, and we'll see if that's going to be enough to get us through. We certainly might encounter George Russell on this lap. On a straight, though, so that should have been fine.
Eyes on dash.
Yes, and very close between the drivers that time. So let's see if this scrub set is going to be enough, or if we need to go out on a fresh set of soft.
Copy. We've got a yellow flag here.
We decided not to go out. Dragovic has just spun in this, final 2 minutes of the session. That was a yellow flag for anyone's...
Not a mistake they'll want to make.
Anyone on the lap, they may have had to slow there. Charles Leclerc and Verstappen again in the bottom 6. Verstappen's now out of it, and Charles Leclerc isn't. He's knocked out. We're through. But Charles, I believe he was knocked out in Q2 last time out. It's happened again here, and quite a few penalties being taken by the looks of it. Here we go then, our final run in Q3. It's currently Verstappen on provisional pole. But there's still a lot of times to be set here as Ricciardo gets underway. We did set a provisional time on very much used tyres, the same tyres we used in both Q1 and Q2. So we should be going green through these sectors at least. Purples would be very nice, of course. Would mean a purple means you're fastest of the session. There shouldn't be any traffic either for our drivers. And checkered flag is out. Teo Portier and Russell have finished their laps. So has Bottas. Bottas currently only P6. So not great for the World Championship leader. Verstappen is going to be ahead of the 2 Mercedes. Is he going to reignite his championship battle with 9 races to go? We're green through the first sectors. It was a 27.8 for Danny Rick, 27.8 for Lawson. So 700s up for Lawson. It's a 26.1 through the second, 25.9. So Liam Lawson probably a couple attempts up so far. As we're going to round the final corner, then get on the start-finish straight. And we shall see where our 2 drivers are going to sit. No purple sectors, of course. So we don't know quite where we're going to end up here. Ricciardo across the line. P4. What does Lawson do? P3. Still got some drivers to go here. Sainz and Piastri. And they're fighting, basically. Let's just see what they do. It's going to be Piastri across the line first. He goes P1. And Sainz doesn't improve. So it's Piastri on pole. Verstappen second. Russell third. Lawson fourth. Norris 5th and Ricciardo 6th. Full confirmation then. Oscar Piastri right at the end there. So on pole by quite a margin. Max Verstappen 2nd. George Russell 3rd. Liam Lawson 4th. Lando Norris 5th. Daniel Ricciardo 6th. But we've got this bug where it looks like we're going to take a 10-place grid penalty. So it's probably going to be 16th. Although we've got some others taking penalties. So it might be a little bit harder than that. Carlos Sainz 7th. Valtteri Bottas, the World Championship leader, down in 8th. Yuki Tsunoda 9th. And Teo Portier 10th. Let's jump into some strategy then and get this race underway. Okay, so it's showing an Inter. So as you can see, it looks like we're going to have rain here. Let's have a look. Yeah, so from lap 13, the rain's going to start. Probably going to get to Inters around about lap 20. Between lap 20 and 30, it's going to switch to Inters. So it's where do we go with the tyre? So hard we can push till there. Medium. Go lap 25. So let's just do that. And let's change this one to a hard to Inter. 5. Medium would be a lot quicker. So I think we've got to go medium to inter. How far could that medium get? It could get to lap 30 on standard. So yeah, I think medium is definitely the way to go. So medium to inter for Danny Rick. That will be the same for Liam Lawson. And that 10th-place grid penalty has been applied as we see it there. So it's starting in 16th, unfortunately, for Ricciardo. 4th for Lawson. It's going to be a wet race halfway through this one. We're starting on the medium, a one-stopper onto inters. See how we go. We start this Grand Prix in Monza.
Here we are.
So Danny Rick, the last 2 races starting from the pit, and again starting from 16th. So a lot of work to do. As a McLaren on pole, and we're underway. Oscar Piastri leads them away. Verstappen is second, Russell third, and Lawson we see in P4. Hopefully we can maintain that. Bottas, the World Championship leader, in 7th, and then we've got some different names up here. Tsunoda in 8th, Show 9th, and Ocon 10th. Sainz has got some damage, so I don't know what's happened there. Maybe he went wide and got some underfloor damage. But Lawson stayed in 4th. Ricciardo's got up to 15th. So he's made up 1 position there off the start. AV first place, pretty grateful. Oh, we're very grateful to Mick. We're very grateful to Mick. If you win, I'll send a heart. Thanks, Lucas. Not required, but always appreciated, buddy. So yeah, a lot of this race is going to be really where this rain hits. Our tyres are going to last till about lap. We could stretch them out to about lap 29:30. So we're going to need the rain by then. Not we're going to be having problems. Interesting, Verstappen, Norris, Bottas and Zhou on the hard. So they've got a little bit more tyre life to play with. As Russell's fighting for the lead, and Norris looking to send one down the inside on Lawson. And he makes it work, and Bottas getting interested as well.
So currently P5. Norris ahead.
And Ricciardo made a move there as well, up to 14th now. Right, DRS is enabled. And we just want to stay with these. Show already, because he's in that Haas, he's dropped 1.6 back. So the top 6 pulling away. 2 Ferraris, 11th and 13th, so it's a struggle for them as well. As Lawson has got back past Lando there.
Let's take a look at the replay.
As we come away from the action. Little nose cam on Liam. Oh, hello. Very nice indeed. And Daniel Ricciardo done big things for us this year. He's only got this season left on his contract, so do we retain him? He kind of deserves to be retained. But do we retain him? Liam Lawson's got 2 years left, but we of course don't need to keep him. So, yeah, do we keep with these drivers? As Lawson's got DRS on Verstappen. Verstappen's lost DRS.
Copy.
And we are through, but I'm going to start managing now.
Really focus on.
Danny Rick on Hulkenberg in the RB. And that's going to be another move up to P12, Danny Rick now. So that's 4 moves now in 3 laps. So good work from Ricciardo early on. Now he's on to, he will shortly be on to another Ferrari and Charles Leclerc. As Tsunoda's crashed out. There's a big crash here. It's a red flag.
Okay, we have a red flag.
Looks like Charles and Yuki involved. And there we have it.
Right, let's have a look as we go into turn 4.
Has Charles just locked up and gone into him here? Oh, he has, and he's tagged her. There's a third car involved as well.
Now, I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock.
That's all on Charles Leclerc then.
As for the team back in the garage.
This works out. Well, it just means we can make these tyres last now, because we'll switch over to another set of mediums. So 3 cars out early on here. And we'll have a full restart. And it's Piastri from Russell again, I believe. As we're underway for a second time.
Overtake is available. Overtake available.
As Lawson's got a good start. Can he get past Russell here? He's got the inside. Should get that done. He does. Up to P2. Charles Leclerc gets a penalty for that crash. Richard, thanks for the follow. So Charles will have a grid penalty next time out. And Lawson challenging Oscar Piastri for the lead then. Not quite. And Ricciardo, thanks to those three cars ahead of him crashing out and taking Carlos Sainz there, is now already up to P7 from 16th on the grid. Verstappen stayed on the hards. Sainz has gone to the softs. And Lawson again looking for the move. On Oscar Piastri, forces him onto the gravel there. Oscar's going to lose a lot of time. And Liam Lawson takes the lead here in Monza. We've got another yellow flag. Ricciardo's through on Verstappen. Still got a yellow flag. Van Dorn.
Just a yellow, keep the head down.
Van Dorn's off and Hulkenberg's off. So what's going on here? I think Hulkenberg spins and then Van Dorn does as well. Right, Ricciardo's past Max. And now looking at Bottas as well. Right, we do need to manage this battery a little bit though. 6 laps gone. They've gone past very quickly, haven't they? Ricciardo out dragging Valtteri here. And Max has dropped off. So these top 6 pulling away. And they are the faster 3 cars on the grid. Probably Mercedes are the fastest. Okay. McLaren and ourselves very close.
Alrighty.
And we're having an almighty drag race with Valtteri.
You're right now. Max coming down.
Can we keep it on in the inside? Not do a Lewis and Max there. And we force Bottas out. Very much out wide there. Bottas. Wow, he's going to lose 3 places. Ricciardo very much got his elbows out. And Bottas has dropped down to P9. Oh, not the best of angles, although we might see Bottas very much out wide here. There we go. To be fair, didn't leave him any room, but you don't get penalties for that in this game. So, yeah, Bottas down to P9 because of that. So it's a really good start from Danny Rick. Last 2 races started from the pit lane. He's just been quite lucky with safety cars and red flags, and he's got it again here. Obviously won the last race out from the pit lane, benefiting from safety cars, and he's had a massive benefit, not just from the red flag, but those 3 cars out ahead of him. And look at this, nearly 3-4 wide here as Russell challenges Lawson. Right, so we're just settling down a bit here. And the tyre life is interesting. Lawson, we used quite a bit of the medium early on. We're starting to ease off that now. So we'll see if we cross over to the softs.
Don't stress.
As Russell has worked his way past Liam there. Good, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, buddy. And Russell must have got lovely pace here. He did. Did indeed. So we're very close here. Should be able to make a move here with the DRS. Although we're getting bogged down. That's poor. We got bogged down and we open the door for the McLarens there. Oh god, this is going to be 3 wide. Oh, we're going to hold on, are we? Just about. No, we're slow. The exit speed. We didn't have the battery on. We're still harvesting. That's cost us.
Recharge off when you're ready.
You can see there the pace difference from not having the battery on. Especially against soft tyre runners. So they can... You know, we're down to 70% because we're attacking. But if we ease off that and can get that to cross over... The softs are obviously burn out a little bit quicker than the mediums. But everyone else is pushing a little bit harder than ourselves at the moment. And that's why we're seeing Lewis Hamilton try to get past Danny Rick. And he's going to make that stick. Past Lawson, sorry. Danny Rick has passed Lawson into 4. So Lawson's dropped down now to 6.
Car behind Sainz.
Hamilton makes a lunge on Ricciardo. K-Mag to Cadillac would be good move. He knows how to develop a good car. Look how much work he did for Haas. Checo will surely retire at the end of the season. Don't know. Checo brings in good money, doesn't he? So some team might take a punt on him. I mean, to be fair, Checo wasn't a bad driver. It's just, I think he's lost all confidence and he's not to the level to become a world champion, but he did well for Racing Point. We're going to be forced out there. No, Ricciardo is passed by Hamilton. Lawson sights Hamilton and Verstappen there.
Yep, this is my pace.
We're now 5 seconds off Russell. We just haven't got the pace on those guys ahead of us.
He's 2.5 behind.
Ricciardo and Verstappen battling away, but
There are some pockets of rain a few kilometres away from the track.
these soft runners, they're definitely abusing their tyres though, so there is going to be a crossover shortly if they continue on that. But we should come back to them. They've dropped us by 7 seconds though. Blistering pace out front by the top 3, but I think if they carry on like that, we'll be able to rein them back in. But this is getting ridiculous over here, from Hamilton down to Verstappen, and Bottas isn't too far away. Who'll get priority or double stack? Yeah, we'll have to try and manufacture a gap if we can. No, because if it gets very wet very quickly, then we don't want to leave one out too long. But I don't think it is going to get wet too quick. We've got another yellow flag.
Gap 1.5.
Looks like it's Zhou who's tumbling down the order.
Now we can see what happened.
Man, you
Now,
Zhou.
this is what happened as they took turn 8.
All on his own. Oh, that's
Struggling with the
a
car.
almighty
By that
lockup. And you don't want to have a lockup when you're trying to get tyres through the wet weather. Down to 57%. There's a few who will be struggling. 54 for Van Dorn. So back to this between Hamilton, Lawson, Ricciardo and Verstappen. Sainz down to 60%. Russell 66, 68. Still
Come on, mate.
5 to 6% in it. George, well, he did lead. Norris is back past him. Oh, it is raining.
Alrighty. Nice.
60% for Russell. Piastri's tyre is very good. Sainz is struggling. Don't want it to change to inters just yet here. Right, let's get back up to Sainz's DRS, really. But Ricciardo, again, no DRS, so under a lot of pressure. Verstappen gets past, squabbling with Bottas.
You focus on your race. So we have Alonso behind. 3 seconds.
Right. Still too early. Lawson's got past
Here's
Sainz.
the replay.
We've been concentrating on
Now look,
Ricciardo.
here we head into turn 2. There's the opening.
Can't even see Sainz. He must be beside us. That's Lewis ahead of us. So I think Sainz is going to start to struggle on those softs, maybe. Uh, 18 laps. What are we down? Russell down to 55%.
Manage your tires.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, it's not falling very quickly, is it? And we've got another yellow flag. It's Hamilton? No. It's us getting past Hamilton that's on screen. That's how much I'm paid.
Okay.
Don't know who that is. Hulkenberg's crashed. Nico Hulkenberg. Oh, lose a slight tap to the barrier. He should get back underway. I think we just start to attack a bit on these tyres.
You are free.
Magnussen got a mechanical. Look at this here. Carnage. Norris and Russell pit now, so they're going inters now.
We focus on the car ahead.
Sainz pits now as well. I think it's at least a lap too early. But we'll see. We shall soon see. Let's get him to like and follow goals. Thanks, McLaren fan. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated.
Full concentration. Anything can happen still.
Oh, and Max is going to be very wide there. So Russell, Norris, Sainz, Pourchaire, Perez, all into the pits.
Very good job.
And they will surely be on inters when they come out. Yeah. Yeah, Lawson is 14 seconds off the lead.
Hold on, not sure. Car ahead is Piastri.
Piastri's got some pace in him, I tell you. I don't think we're going to be winning this one unless we get some late drama here, because Piastri's pace is looking phenomenal. Unless they're going to slow up when it changes to wet weather.
It's a time management where you can.
I think I'm going to go one more lap with Lawson. Actually, Lawson's got worse tyre wear, so... I think we get Danny Rick in this lap. Lawson in this lap. Go one further with
Copy box.
Danny Rick.
Switch you to an intermediate.
Alright, here we go then. So, Piastri in, Lawson in, Bottas in, Verstappen in. Hamilton and Ricciardo stay out. And we get back out ahead of those guys behind us, which is handy.
We'll be close at pit out.
So Russell and... yeah, Russell's already past us, though. And Lando. Definitely feel like we're closer to Lando, though. Last lap. It's not showing what...
Gasly ahead. 2.3 ahead.
I think this is the lap to pit, though, with Ricciardo.
0.9. 30 racing laps to go.
Hamilton stays out. Lewis going for a mega overcut. Going well. Good to hear, Atty. Good to hear, buddy. .3. Nice little stop that for us.
Watch your mirrors.
There's Lando Norris. Ricciardo's out. There's Norris. What about Lawson? I think he's going to jump this group of cars, is he? Oh, it's going to be tight. Ricciardo. Oh, goodness me.
Okay, that's P6. P6. Okay, next one is Norris.
Oh, that was not fun. All right, of course, there is still DRS at the moment. I'm going to ask Lawson not to fight Ricciardo here. And try to block off those behind us.
I couldn't do it.
But Hamilton is still staying out. Terrible track anyway. Yeah, I don't particularly like Qatar. I think there's only one place for overtake, and it's not that interesting of an overtake. Right, protecting Danny Rick has not quite worked there.
Alrighty. Nice.
Hamilton and Alonso, yeah, going very long.
They're doing very good.
We're saving a bit of tyre life here, especially with Ricciardo. Yeah, I reckon Alpine will rebound into high-tech Grand Prix at some point. You know, Alpine, of course, won't even run their own, well, such their own engine, Renault engines.
Head down.
So still DRS, it will be the case until we get officially that the track has changed to damp weather, and we've got another yellow flag. There could still be some safety cars here, because we've got a lot of people struggling with issues. Drugovic has a lock-up. Magson's mechanical fault. So yeah, if we get some of these mechanical faults that turn into retirement and they can't make it to the pits, then yeah, we might see a yellow flag. Alonso finally pits. Hamilton's staying out. Bottas is deciding to go for a push, I think. So I'm going to attack with Danny Rick. And Hamilton is finally going to pit. Lewis is a master in the rain at times. He can be, yeah, certainly. He's going to need to be now because he's going to be a long way behind here. It's Ricciardo looking for a move on Bottas. Not quite. We're only 7 seconds off the lead now. So it is got a little bit closer. Right, this can be interesting. There's the top two, and here we are. Is Bottas going to get past Norris, who looks like he is struggling for pace this phase of the Grand Prix? Norris doing 29.4s. Bottas was, yeah, 8 tenths quicker. We're certainly quicker as well. Bottas past Norris. Can Ricciardo make the move as well? Not quite this lap.
Norris in front of you.
But it's going to be interesting now. Bottas has cleared Norris. We need to get past him quickly as well, I feel, to see what the pace is going to be like on this top two. Could we potentially still be fighting for a victory here?
You've got the margin to push.
Here goes Ricciardo, breaking into the inside. I'll give Lando the inside here as we head up to the Lesmos, but I think Ricciardo's got it done. Job done. So Ricciardo moves past.
Good job.
Norris.
Currently P4 still, P4. Ahead of you is Bottas, by the way.
And now we want Lawson past him as well. I'm going to use a bit of battery here.
Copy.
To try and get Lawson past Lando as well. Lando staying very close to Ricciardo there. Look at that, using a lot of battery.
Norris ahead of you. Gap 0.6.
Is there room on the outside there? I think it's closing up there. But again, we're going to use some battery out of here. Hopefully Lawson can get this done. As Ricciardo is all over Valtteri as well. Oh, that's disappointing from Lawson. Doesn't get the move done. Norris has just dropped 1.5 off here, so this might be an opportunity now for Lawson.
Overtake is available. Overtake available.
Norris shouldn't benefit too much from that toe this time around.
Just stay focused.
Maybe he is. No, I don't think he's getting as much as a slipstream this time. We're near enough there. We've got to be later on the brakes here with Lawson. Is he going to go for it? Yes!
Norris ahead.
Be outside here.
Okay, crack on.
Got to stay on the track, so we're going to push that onto the gravel. And hopefully that's finally going to be job done. So Lawson does clear Lando Norris, who's really struggling with pace since it's changed to Inters.
Gap 2 seconds.
Are we going to see any retirements here? There's a lot of cars struggling. Are we going to see a move now from Daniel Ricciardo on Valtteri Bottas? Go on, Danny Rick.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Not going to be too far back here. Use some deployment here.
Okay, understood.
Oh, lovely. A lot of battery used there. Nearly dumped about 50% battery. Danny Rick has very much cleared Bottas.
Alrighty.
Lando staying with Lawson.
Nice.
Good job.
I feel we use some pace now in this car.
Press and hold the overtake.
Copy.
We're going to use a lot of the battery here, but we're going to try and get up to this battle of, well, I say battle. Russell's now 3.2 off Piastri. And K-Mag's going to have to retire. Oh, we're talking about K-Mag in the chat, and he's gone.
Miserable way to bow out of this one.
Is he going to make it back to the pits? If not, we will have a safety car here.
And try to cool down the tires where you can. It's slightly coming up.
Is K-Man going to make it back?
Understood.
I think he is. Right, we've eased off the tyres and we're going top up, so Bottas may well get past us, but that's been a good little stint. We've dragged Bottas with us, but it's now 1.5 to George Russell. K-Mag's going to get home.
Keep your head down.
And we did say about Bottas getting past, and there he goes, but I'm fine with that because we can use his slipstream again. Let's get some of our battery back. And Lawson, who we're attacking with, is close to this party now as well.
Okay, understood.
Let's just monitor these gaps. If you're jumping in, you haven't already, please do smash a like on the stream. Really helps me out. And so the Mercedes are fighting. Ricciardo, we're trying to close back in on that battle. Using a bit of the tyre life now. Lawson the same, trying to get back to Ricciardo. Bottas' defence is insane. Bottas is loving it out there, but he's 4.7 off Piastri now, 4.8. For the final race as well, I mean, I hope McLaren win, not bothered which one, maybe Lando. Yeah, I'll take a win. I just want that McLaren Constructors this year, so they just got to keep it clean, really, and they should be able to secure that. Lawson's struggling to catch up on these guys.
In general, if you can introduce some lift off.
Copy.
76%. We've not got that much tyre advantage on these guys now, so they're obviously conserving a little bit. Oh, hello. Danny Rick having a little look there.
Yep.
Oh, lovely. And he's pushed Russell out wide,
To pick up the pace.
which should give Lawson a bit of a chance, but a little bit too far back. But Russell lost a lot of pace there. Ricciardo's done this already today. Force a driver out wide, or one of our drivers has. And there we go again.
Okay, so it's closing up a little bit.
And Ricciardo has got the inside here. No, too far back. Lawson is through on George, though. And Bottas is having a great defence here at Monza. And we're struggling to get past him. But we look to the inside. Now we've juked to the outside.
Okay, so gap 1.5.
Are we going to have a go round here? Danny Rick. We love a late break from Danny Rick. Bottas stays in there. We're going to force him out wide like his teammate. No, not quite. Bottas. Finally, we're past him.
Good job.
It's 5.6 to Oscar Piastri. And we've got an Alpine in the way before that. Lawson's still fighting with Russell.
On your good to push.
I wonder if he's used a bit too much battery, because Lawson looks to be close to him here.
Okay.
And if we can outbrake him here and get inside, which we have, and Bottas has lost some traction out there as well.
You can cancel
Lawson
or reduce the
into
lift off where
P3.
possible.
So at the moment it's a double podium.
It's a good stint so far. Currently P3.
Yeah, we're not going to get to Piastri, unfortunately.
Use your tools.
Copy.
Back
Keep up a bit of lift off for fuel, please.
Where are your two drivers in the championship? Danny Rick is P2 in the championship. Lawson is, I want to say, P5, P6. But then I remember the red and white McLaren back in the... I know, I want to see a red and white McLaren livery again, but they're very much in the papaya era, the original colours. Lewis is climbing the order. Oh, he's finally getting up there. Lewis looks like he's going to finish 7th. I would say Max Verstappen's title defence is all but over. He's only going to gain 2 points here. Bottas 4th, which is good because of Lawson getting past him. So Ricciardo is going to gain, but we couldn't quite beat our fellow countryman, Ricciardo's fellow countryman, Piastri from down under. Me, thanks for the follow, because it is going to be our fellow countryman, Piastri, who wins it from McLaren, but Danny Rick is going to come from 16th on the grid for P2. And the Kiwi, his teammate Liam Lawson, makes it a double podium in P3. And we are in a championship battle potentially now with Mercedes and Bottas for the Drivers' Championship. And we've outscored both of those. So that is very good indeed.
secures a podium.
And here he is, the honey badger.
Like Daniel Ricciardo does.
How can we get rid of him? Only 4 months left on his contract, but surely he deserves another drive.
Up there on the podium
Or could he potentially become world champion this year and bows out in retirement?
And that's right there.
Well, there we go. Oscar delivers a race win from McLaren, but it's a double podium for Team Lotus. And there we have it. Oscar Piastri from pole for the win and the fastest lap. Domination, really, from Oscar. Danny Rick, as we see it there, up 14 places to second. Liam Lawson up 1 to third. So double podium for us. It's Valtteri Bottas in fourth. George Russell fifth. Lando sixth. Lewis Hamilton, a good race, up 5 to seventh. Carlos Sainz 8th. Max Verstappen 9th. And Pierre Gasly and the Kick Sauber, who, you know, copying real life here. Kick Sauber sneaking in with a point there. And I think that's their first point of the season in this series as well. Valtteri Bottas still leads, but we do take another 6 points out of him. So what is that now? 63 points is his lead with 8 races remaining, I believe. So it is still doable for Daniel Ricciardo to potentially become world champion in 2025. We are focusing for 2026 for that to happen, but who knows? It might be able to happen this year. Oscar Piastri 3rd, George Russell 4th, Liam Lawson is 5th, Max Verstappen 6th, Lando Norris 7th, Charles Leclerc 8th, Lewis Hamilton 9th, and Carlos Sainz 10th. So no actual change in the top 14 constructors. So we gain 11 points. So the lead now is, what's that, 77 points? Yeah, 77 points. So again, we've got a chance here in the drivers and the constructors. It is going to be difficult because I think Mercedes have still got the pace on us. But yeah, 77 points. So we are, I believe, officially in a drivers and constructors championship battle. McLaren 3rd, Red Bull 4th, Ferrari 5th, Aston Martin 6th, Williams 7th, but Kick Sauber jump up 2 places to gain a point. And we still have 3 teams yet to score. RB have had a magnificent drop-off in this series. They were very competitive last year. Haven't scored a point all year. Haas, I didn't think, scored last year, or minimal. And Alpine. So Alpine, Haas and RB really struggling. And yeah, as I said there, we are potentially in a championship battle for both the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship with Daniel Ricciardo for 2025, coming a year early. It is going to be a tough ask, but let's see how we go. We've got 8 races to go, I believe, after this one, so we've got to keep chipping away. Mercedes are the best car on the grid, though, so it's going to be difficult, but we're in with a slim chance. But thanks for dropping in to this episode. If you haven't already, please do smash a like on the video, and we're going to be back very soon with the next episode in this Team Lotus F1 Manager series.